Hey friends, I am Allison Hillman. I am the Allison and BTP by Allison, Been There Photography. And this is a presentation of Lady Boss Branding. I am coming at you to show you the best St. Louis has to offer in small businesses. And today's person is no exception to this. The best mechanic, in my opinion, in St. Louis. We have David Marks with Quality Auto STL. David, thank you so much for being on here. How are you?
I'm doing good, Allison. Thanks for having me. I really appreciate this.
Oh, of course. It looks like you're at the shop.
Oh, yeah. This is my vacation home.
So during this isolation time, you're considered essential. So you still get to run the show, right?
Yeah, that's true. And the business is still coming in. It's slowed down, but, that's okay. One of the things I decided to do is reduce rates over here to help people out because I don't know. I got some customers that are doing fine. I got some others that not. So it's a way to keep the money flowing and a way to remove the fear of people thinking that I can't afford auto repair at this time. So, I cut rates as a way to just, in my opinion, the way we could do this is keep the money flowing, keep the economy rolling. So I thought that would be a good way for me to do my part, reduce rates, make it more affordable, more economical, and, because we're all in this together. So if I can help get somebody's car back on the road, then, they pay me. Then I'm going to give a shout out to Courtney Curtright with White Box Catering. I've had her cater lunch for a couple of days. So the more we do of that, the quicker we'll get through this, in my opinion.
Absolutely. So tell me a little bit about, this is my favorite thing about your business. Tell me about where your shop came from as opposed to where you are now.
Oh, well, about 10 years ago, a little over 10 years ago, I bought a garage with a house in the front yard. And when you're in my field, as a mechanic and you got a big garage, people want you to fix their stuff. It just kind of happened. It just kind of happened organically. And after about 4 or 5 years, I decided, hey, I really got something here. So, like, how do I be a business owner and not a backyard mechanic? So I'm going to give a plug to SCORE and the Small Business Development Center. They both helped me be a business owner and not just a mechanic. A lot of the guys in the trades, we know our trade really well, but do we know accounting? Do we know bookkeeping? Do we know how to put an income statement together? Do we know how to translate a balance sheet? And that's where SCORE stepped to the plate, and that's a big reason why I'm here. I mean, I turned warehouse space into a shop. I mean, it's not like I moved in and everything was here. No, it got built, and that wouldn't have happened if it weren't for SCORE putting together a business plan that the banks ate up. And they all loved that I was working with SCORE, that, I know how to present an income statement. I know how to put together a balance sheet. I know a lot more than just turning wrenches.
So where does your passion come from? Because you definitely have one in the way you take care of your clients and such.
Well, it comes with it. When I'm the consumer, I hate surprises. And I've seen too often, I've been in this 21 years now, not in business, but, in the automotive repair industry. And I've seen too many times where people have gotten taken advantage of, or there's surprises, or I hear somebody, they had their car at XY shop and they charge them X amount of dollars and it didn't fix their problem. And I'm like, well, they should be charged. Or they go, or it starts out with it's $200 or whatever. And then they go to pick up the car and then they want more money, but there's not a phone call in between. It was that kind of stuff. So it's really about providing trusted services with no surprises. And to me, it's about communication. It's constant communication, keeping people up to date and explaining things in a way that, anybody can understand, and not talking down to people, making everybody feel appreciated, whether they spend money or not. I think that's the key to business is making. My number one key to success of business is making everybody appreciate it. And that goes way beyond the customer too, but that's where it starts.
Perfect. I know as one of your clients, that is definitely something that you excel at. I'm setting the timer now. So, well, thank you for telling us about the quality auto side of things. For those of you at home, I really drive home that business should be personal, and you should find someone that matches your values as a family, and maybe their personality drives with you as well. So David, we're going to get to know a little bit about you as well.
All right.
So what is your favorite part of your business?
Sorry about that. I'm using my phone. I don't have a webcam. So
No worries.
The favorite part of my business is, really helping people. It's about making them feel, it's removing the fear, and giving them peace of mind and rest assured that they know that when they leave here, the job was done right. They're not going to experience that problem again. Hopefully, that to me is what it's about. Is just giving people peace of mind and removing the fear.
Cool. Are you the oldest, middle, youngest, or only child?
I'm the oldest, actually.
Okay. Favorite season?
Man, I'm going to say fall.
All right. All right.
I hate the heat and I hate the extreme cold.
I thought you were going to say hockey.
Well, that's a sport. You said season. I guess I get it. It's hockey season. That's true. I guess depending on how you want to look at it.
David is a very big Blues fan and one of the biggest I know. All right. Favorite animal?
Dogs, without a doubt.
Perfect. Are you a clean or a messy person?
Does in between count?
Yes. What's the most unusual thing you've ever eaten?
Unusual thing I ever eaten. The first thing that comes to my mind is sushi. I can't remember exactly, but my sister and brother-in-law used to live in the Keys, and
Okay.
Seafood is big down there. And I can't remember what kind of sushi it was, but I remember I liked it, so that's a good thing. But I would say that's that sushi.
You're a step ahead of my husband. He calls it bait.
Oh, bait! You just got to feed it to him and not tell him what it is. Tell him it tastes like chicken.
All right. What's your favorite St. Louis zoo animal?
Favorite St. Louis zoo animal? The first thing I tell you with the polar bears, when it's the right temperature, man, they're hysterical. They're running around, moving around, jumping around, and they really get into it.
What is your favorite St. Louis attraction?
Favorite St. Louis attraction?
Mm-hmm.
The first thing that popped in my head was City Museum.
That was Deanna Lay's too.
It's a really interesting place. I haven't been there in quite some time, but it gives the imagination can come to life in that place.
We're really lucky to have that place here. Mm-hmm. What is your favorite touristy thing to do in St. Louis?
Touristy thing to do in St. Louis? First thing that comes to my head was Six Flags. I love roller coasters. I love the thrill. I love the excitement. I love the adrenaline rush.
Cool. St. Louis or Chicago style pizza?
Oh, St. Louis. Nothing beats Emos.
Oh, okay. We're not going
Bye. That's just it's just an opinion, and opinions aren't facts.
I know. Everyone that is originally from St. Louis loves Emos.
I'm not originally from here, though.
Oh, okay.
No.
Where are you from?
Originally from Washington, D.C.
Oh, cool. I didn't know that.
I lived there for a year when my dad was stationed in the military in 79, actually. It's the year I was born. And then we lived in Erie, Pennsylvania for the 80s.
Oh, cool.
So,
all right,
we got a lot of snow.
My last question for you. Why you? Why Quality Auto STL?
It's the professionalism. One thing I think that sets me apart is I use torque sticks to tighten up majority of the bolts on cars. Good and tight, or just whatever, is not a torque spec in any service manual. And to me, the most important bolt on a car is the drain plug, where we take out to drain the oil. Every car's got its own, manufacturers have their own torque specs. And I torque that to that spec. That's how I provide trusted services with no surprises. Because the service part is me torquing that bolt to that spec. And the surprises is the customer is not going to have any surprise oil leaks the next day on their car because we didn't tighten up a bolt properly. That's really where that tagline and that motto comes from. It's just my professionalism.
Perfect. And I can definitely speak to that. David is my mechanic. I may have other mechanics on here in the future, but David is my guy, and I would definitely go to bat and recommend him 100%. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having us.
Oh, of course. All right, folks, that is another one of the best that St. Louis has to offer, Quality Auto STL. please keep them in mind over in Maryland Heights. Again, thank you, David, and thanks everybody. Go out and change the world. Have a great day.
All right, thanks, Allison. Take care.